PJ in the building. Paul Joe in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Joe put 20W15, some shit he said, in his cars. I can't remember what weight of oil. Tom Joe used the most weirdest weight of oil in his vehicle I've ever seen. But if it works for him, it works for him. Okay, I just never seen somebody put. I can't remember what the weight was. I have to go back and look at the comments. But he commented on one of the. I think the video I was holding the oil up like this, the oil jug, and said, "Can you use 520 or 530?" And Paul Joe commented that he used neither. He used something totally different. I don't know. Tom. Paul. I keep saying Tom. Paul Joe. What's going on, man? Hey. One day you're going to explain the reasoning behind your thinking. Paul, PJ, I call him PJ. What is the reason behind you sticking that weird weight of oil in your vehicle? What advantages are you accumulating from it? It has to be an advantage. Everything you do is either from an advantage standpoint or, yes, it's either or a disadvantage. So obviously you see some advantage to using that crazy weight of oil. All right. And I'm not going to call it crazy because that's the PJ oil. That's what worked for him. I say go for it. Third generation Pentastar use the same roller rocker as Gen 1. No, Paul, no. In fact, now you just gave me an idea to create a video on the differences. And I'm gonna do just that. All right. That video is coming first of next week. All right. Yes. The difference between, that's a major difference. What the hell? That's a huge difference. Okay, there's 3 lifters to 1 bank on the Gen 3. It's totally not the same, and they can't use the same. In fact, the lifters are built inside. We'll talk about that later. Paul, sorry, man. I like you and everything, but you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, player. Hey, it is what it is, man. You're wrong on that one, Paul, but we will agree to disagree. All right? I don't know. 10W60. That's what he said. Y'all see that? Why? I'm playing. Let me stop. Paul, why? I mean, just why? What the hell you find that? Like, that is not in AutoZone. That's not just sitting on the shelf at AutoZone or Advanced Auto. What the hell you do? Go in the parts department. Yo, Mr. Counterman, I'm gonna give me about 5 quarts of that 10W60. He be like, what the hell you talking about, man? We gotta order that. Nobody got no regular 1060 just laying around. Paul, I don't know, Paul. I don't know what to say about you. Oh, that's his advantage. Y'all see that? He may be on to something. Okay. Paul Joe. That's his reasoning behind the 10W60. I don't know. Paul, you might get some phone calls from some engineers, Paul. FBI might be calling you, man, to find out what have you been experimenting with. Because if Paul Joe has cracked the code of the ticking engines by way of using 10W60, hey, stay tuned, guys. We're gonna follow up on this stuff. All right, Trey is replacing the rock-arm expensive. Trey, it's hard to give a blind estimate. All right, it's hard to know what's wrong with your car until one goes into it. All right, one goes into it. In other words, put a valve cover. Now there's some shops such as Brothers Motors have started giving blind estimate because we pretty much know what we're gonna find, and what we're gonna find will not exceed our estimate and blow the estimate out of the water. Okay, so that's the only way you should trust somebody to give you a blind estimate. All right, but typically a blind estimate is some risky business, and is replacing the rock arm is expensive? Depends. I mean, first of all, you don't even know if that's your problem. You got a ticking noise. That still doesn't mean your problem is rock arm. Cam phasers can cause ticking noise. When you first start it up, lifters can cause ticking noise. A lot of things. So you asking a rhetorical question that needs to be analyzed first before an accurate estimate can be given. Damn, that was a long sentence, and I hope I got it right. But it's hard to give an estimate like that, man. The Gen 3 rocker arms are 2-stage systems, so complete. It's very different. And I'm telling you, man, I'm gonna do a video to highlight the differences. But who's that? That was Paul. Joe said they're the same. No, Paul, no. If that was the case, the failure rate would be the same. It's not the same. But Tom Cook, appreciate that, Tom. I can't remember the technical names. Tom and Hella here, they got this stuff in their head. I can't remember because my brain all over the place. But according to Tom Cook, the Gen 3 rockers are two-stage systems, so it's completely different. I know they're different. I don't know. I can't remember. All right, T. Darrell Briscoe. What up, JT? Is there any way to contact you? I have a question about my 20. Yeah, man. I'm on matter of fact, I'm live streaming. I see you over on Facebook. So if you see me on Facebook, but I'm not always on that page. So I see what you're saying. And I don't know which I'm live streaming from YouTube as well as two of my channels on Facebook, JT the Car Guy and Chrysler Mechanic something. So I don't know which one you on, but if you tell me you've sent me a message, yes, I will go there. I don't randomly go over there until I'm forced to go over there, like somebody asks me something. But yeah, man, shoot me a message on matter of fact, I'm gonna go check the message when I get off here. So how about that? Do it now, and I'm gonna head over there when I get off the stream, man. All right. Hey, now you call me JT, which means you know me, so which means you likely subscribe to my YouTube channel, right? I can't Facebook. I'm just over there for notoriety purposes. I make no money with Facebook or Instagram, only YouTube. And I really like that traffic that happened on YouTube. But you know, if somebody over there, I'm not gonna leave them hanging just cause I'm not benefiting from them. But I hope you subscribe to the YouTube channel and put it like that. All right. So when did the Gen 336 come out? Jeff Pope, that vehicle showed up in the 2016 Dodge Durango. 2016. Follow me here now. The 2016, the Generation 3 Pentastar 3.6 liter engine showed up in the 2016 Dodge Durango. The 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee. All right. So from now on out, 2016 and up, those vehicles on the platform of V6 will be 3.6. Will be 3.6 Pentastar Gen 3. Now, 2017, it showed up in the Pacifica, the new minivan. All right. Now, I think 2020 or 21, all the V6 lineup would be the Generation 3 because there's still some overlapping. You can't just, not. What are you gonna do with those engines? Just think about it. They made a bunch of Gen 1 and Gen 2 engines. So they can't just leave them laying around. So they're going to put them in cars until they run out and now start to use the Gen 3. They don't want no leftover Gen 2 engines laying around at the plant. Hell no, put them in a body. Put them in that 300 body rolling down the plant. They're sticking in there, man. It's okay. So what I mean by that is say you may find a Gen 2 Pentastar in a 2018 Charger or a 2019 Charger. So that overlapping, but you will not find it in a 16 and higher Jeep or Durango or Grand Cherokee or Pacifica. So there will be some overlap. So it's hard to say. I'm gonna put a list of them in the comments. How about that? I'll do it in the comments instead of trying to explain it because I can't remember all of them myself. Jeff Pope, what's wrong with you, man? I can't remember this stuff.